Hey, we're Carly and Martina,
and this is how we play.
Music has always been a huge part of our lives. I mean, just listening to music. My parents would play a lot of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Bob Dylan and Jefferson Airplane and all of those kinds of artists in the house. They'd also play Sugarland, which is a weird contrast.
Shania Twain.
I love Sugarland, I love
Hannah
Shania
Montana.
Twain. So
that was a big one.
We grew up listening to a lot of music, and we started playing piano at the age of 4, and we're classically and jazz trained, and we haven't stopped taking lessons since. But for about 9 of these now 12, almost 13 years, we both hated practicing so much. And my mom always was like, no, you're not quitting. And I cannot tell you how many times we both asked to quit. But now I'm really happy that we didn't quit. And then I took up guitar.
I took up bass, then we switched a little bit. We did drums, and then we started writing songs.
At the time that I was taking piano lessons and I wanted to pick up the guitar, I was just doing classical. I had just started getting into jazz. I asked my dad for a guitar, and it was cool.
So we got matching guitars for Hanukkah.
That is very true.
Yes. For me, guitar, my hands were really, really small, so like I just had trouble with it. And then we went to this one like summer camp, and nobody wanted to play the bass, so I was like, whatever, I'll do it. And then I started doing it, and I was like, immediately when I started playing, I was like, this is amazing, this is so much fun, and like I can create all these cool bass lines and make riffs and stuff. So I just wanted to learn as much as I could on the bass. I got so frustrated with bar chords and like finger picking, because you have to like build up stamina in your hands, in both hands actually. And it's so awkward when you're
It's so awkward. It was really annoying, and then I grew a little bit and my hands got bigger, and I was also doing more on the piano, and I was like, hey, maybe I should try this again. And then I could do, I think it was like an F, and I could play my first F bar chord, and I was like, all right, we got it. And I've been playing ever since. I find that a lot of people, especially when they start out, they're like very into their way of playing, and I was like that and she was like that, and when we started writing songs, it was, for sometimes when we were younger, it was hard because I wanted it my way and I thought my way was the best.
There was a lot of fighting and a lot of egos, and eventually you realize that like it doesn't matter whose idea is what. If you guys create something amazing, it's amazing.
Yeah,
you know?
So now like our mentality, not even just in our music but our entire career, is whatever makes it better. And I don't really care if she does it, I don't really care if I do it, I don't really care if neither of us do it. It's whatever makes everything better. So we have a song coming late September, and we have more music coming, more shows. We're always on Instagram, we're always on social media.
So much co-writing.
So much co-writing.
So much co-writing.
So much YouTube content. I mean, honestly, what we do is our main goals are writing really good songs and putting out really good songs and meeting people on the internet and in person.
And live shows. Those are our 3 things that we're tackling this year. Music capability and, you know, talent is not some innate sense of, you're not born with it, you know? You gotta practice it. It's just like any other skill. It's a lot of practice, it's a lot of hours, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you are even born with an innate sense of musicality. You have to practice or else it's not gonna go anywhere. Equipment is really important. I mean, guitars are an investment, amps are an investment. A piano, if you wanna start with a piano, that's an investment because it stays with you. So having quality equipment is really important because you can make memories off of those things. I love looking at what like the people that I grew up listening to and like the people that are quote unquote musical icons. I love seeing what they're using, like Hendrix, how he like made that guitar sound like he did, and it was a Fender, and I think that's so cool, and that's something that
eventually like the equipment becomes a part of you and a part of like your show and a part of your identity as an artist. And so it's not just like Carly Martina playing guitars, it's Carly Martina playing a Fender guitar.
Oh yeah, completely.